Hi, Gary. It's Uncle Extra Medium again. It must be Thursday night. Time for another episode of the Hour Before TNL.
Are you plain bored of woodworking? Get excited again with Fisheye's Make Your Own Sandpaper Kit. Fisheye's Sandpaper Kit comes with everything you see here. Just pick your paper, spread the glue, and shake on the sand. Voila! Beautiful handcrafted sandpaper. And if you act now, we'll include candy sprinkles absolutely free. What better way to say I love you than with a gift of sandpaper? Fisheye's Make Your Own Sandpaper Kit is just $19.99 wherever crappy gifts are sold.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Hour Before the Hour. Before it's episode 38 on May the 12th, 2022. I even got the date right. Yeah, that was a fiasco to start. I had one thing queued up and played the other. So, there you go. Things happen. As always, we have to remember that there's no politics, no religion, or racism allowed. Freedom of speech is available everywhere else but here. So have at it. You're welcome to make all kinds of comments in the chat as long as it's kind and respectful. And without further ado, here is my co-host, Mr. Jim Beauchart.
We gotta mute them. Holy lifting.
How's everything in
My
your
day
life?
is continuing with the start of the show. Oh, it was horrible this morning. And it all started with me breaking my watch. So I had to come home and put a new band on my watch. So it's just rough.
Well,
Murphy's Law today.
Yeah, Murphy's Law. If anything can go wrong, it will.
Yeah.
But we got it all out of the way in the pre-show. We
Good.
We both had a chance to vent, and but you know what? We have a really special guest tonight. He comes to us from episode 174 of Thursday Night Live, which aired on November 26th, 2020.
I'm familiar with Thursday Night Live.
Yeah. And he's from those guys.
Those guys.
But he's not those guys. He's that
Bring
guy.
him on.
Welcome, Herman Green.
Hey, how you doing?
Great. Oh man, I'm so
how you doing there, Jim?
So I am so glad to have you on.
Thanks for having me, man.
You know what? I've been a real admirer of your show, the one that you do with Lawrence, and you know the research that goes into it, and the coverage of news, and you know bringing us topical stuff. I'm just too lazy for that. We just prattle on about nothing usually, you know. But no, you guys do a great job.
Thank you.
Really good.
Yeah, what you saying?
How do you put it all together?
Well, you know, the idea, you know, we started out going over on, you know, Canadian Drone Hub and going over there and hanging out with those guys in their chat.
Yeah.
And then eventually we started, Roger invited us on the stream a couple of times, and started doing that on a regular. And we're like, maybe we could do this ourselves, but what would we do? And it's like I'm a big Law and Order fan, and if you ever see how Law and Order does it, they actually take their story straight from the headlines and put their twist on it, and they give it to you. So I was like, okay, there's not a drone being released every day, for the consumers to hang out and have a good time with. Every day DJI and Autel and them, they're not releasing the drone every day. So there's not something to talk about with the consumer drone every day, except for little things that you might hear in the community and quirks and how to work through different things. So I figured that, a lot of stuff is happening and a lot of guys really don't know. And a lot of things you hear, and I said this on our stream, a lot of times what happens is something will come up, but because no one was listening when it was first announced, it comes to everyone as a rumor. And then it goes around and it goes around and it goes around. And then the whole community is like, no, this is what I heard. This is how it is. And so when it came down to everybody was talking about, they're going to take away our airspace and stuff like that. Lawrence and I started to think well, we're looking at what these companies are doing. They're all trying to get into this so-called drone delivery. And Ken doesn't believe it's going to happen. And I don't believe it's going to be pizza deliveries and stuff like that. And I don't foresee that, but I kind of do see it for hubs and hoppers and stuff like that. And even the replacement of the helicopter, just like how we're trying to replace gas-powered vehicles. I can see the helicopter slowly but surely being replaced with it.
Yeah.
So we figured, all right, we hear stories, we get stories from different places, and we compare, articles and stuff that we read and on a lot of the online magazines and stuff like that, and from even some of these companies' websites, and we put it out there as what they're doing and their accomplishments. Because now the biggest talk now is just the urban air mobility and advanced air mobility. So they want to be able to move people on electric flying vehicles. Some people say they'll be ready when the FAA is ready in 2024. We'll see.
Yeah. Now, do you research this all? Both of you go and you put together a script or something, so you've got something to follow through the show, or how's that work?
Well, basically, we get the information, we share it amongst each other, what we find.
Yeah.
And you got to read it to be able to know what happened, or to like, you know, there was an interview that we read. There was a gentleman from Skydio who started with the he's 27 years in the police department, and he was with Chula Vista Police Department when they started their drone program, and Chula Vista has come up 100 times on what the police department there is doing with their drones, and for him to leave there after 27 years, and him being a part of their drone, you know, and public safety, and him going over to Skydio and help Skydio make their drone more friendly for public safety.
Mm-hmm.
That was one of the, you know, stories that we did, and that was it was interesting. But some of the other things that come up is like the spreading of vaccines and other medications and blood samples and stuff like that. The work that's being done with that with drones. We talk a lot about that. You know, for instance, like you know, a lot of these companies that are trying to come here and work have been working over in Africa for years now. You know, so there's been drone delivery going on over there since 2016.
Yeah, they've got some hard to get to spots. That's probably the best way to go about it. You know, I look at the pizza delivery and the coffee delivery thing. All I need is some drone dropping pizza and a pile of dog crap in the front yard. You know.
Yeah, I don't see that.
You know, or that lady that lives on the 16th floor of that apartment building. How's she going to get her tube socks, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Get on the balcony.
Yeah, a lot of it. Yeah. Well, you know, like some of the suburban stuff, maybe, you know, but
that's
like
possible.
Yeah, heavy urban stuff, high rises, that's not going to happen. And there's a lot of people that live in those high rise places, right? You know, not everybody lives on a farm out in the middle of nowhere like me.
Well, I always say this: I can open up Amazon on the computer, put something in my cart and purchase it, and it'll be here in the next day or 2 days.
Yeah.
How much faster? Sometimes it's even that same day, but how much faster do I actually need it?
That's just it. We don't need anything. We want it. We want it now.
Right. It's just a want. And I don't. I mean, I can see people pushing for something like that, but I can't see them going out of their way to meet the needs of wants and this frivolous stuff, you know?
Yeah.
I don't see the need for that.
Well, you know, I order something on Amazon and the courier's here the next day.
Right.
You know, and out here, like I'm looking out the window here, and it's 5 kilometers to the nearest town. And the nearest town has 2,500 people in it. You know, that's like 3 or 4 miles. Nobody's going to deliver 3 or 4 miles with a drone, are they? I can't see that.
It's a possibility, but I don't. What are they going to bring?
Yeah. And my place is like I'm on a farm, but everything around the house is trees, right? For 25 years, I've been doing nothing but planting a tree here and there and there. So you can't even take a picture of my house from the air. Like I've got the worst thing. You know, if I was doing real estate video of my house, I'd have to do it from the ground because you can't fly around here. Like, it's just one tree after another, you know. So how are they going to deliver anything here? They'd have to deliver it in the field next door. Or
drop it on top of your house.
Yeah, maybe. Except there's trees growing over the house now. I got to get out there and trim something, I think.
How many trees did you plant?
Well, we had a tree nursery, and they decided that they were going to bulldoze that nursery and put a baseball diamond in. Okay. So I went down with my pickup truck and dug up all the trees I could, and I think I planted about 14 maples.
Okay.
In the yard. So, and that was 28 years ago. So those trees are getting pretty big, you know.
Yeah.
And then every year or so, I'd go out and I'd buy 3 or 4 cedar trees to put around the edge of the yard, and those things are now 15 or 20 feet tall. So I've got them all over the place,
So
and
you can't see the house.
not from the air. You can see it from the ground, barely.
From how far away can you see that? Oh, you got to get up close.
Well, I look out this way, and there's no trees on that side. I've got a windsock out there, so I can tell whether it's a good flying day or not.
Okay.
And I'll tell you, this has become in the last year especially, it's become somewhat of a wildlife refuge. My wife
trees.
Yeah, my wife bought 2 little Christmas trees in pots, right? And she put them on either side of the deck in planter, like a big planter thing, and then put Christmas decorations on them. But they were in pots, so we could plant them. Well, damned if a robin didn't build a nest in one of them, and now it laid the eggs, and now the eggs have hatched, and we're waiting. We can't move those things until the birds leave the nest, right? On the other side of the house, I was getting all the brush that I was cutting down or anything that fell out of the trees and putting it in a big pile. So when the grandkids come, we could have a bonfire, right?
Right.
So I've got a pile of wood out there that's 4 feet high. Go out there the other day, and I go to put something on the pile, and a bird flies out. And I look in there, and there's a nest in there with 5 eggs in it. So now we can't burn that, right? And I got chipmunks, and I got squirrels, and we have a coyote that goes by at night, and geese, and oh god, it's like living in a zoo.
Gary's Wilderness Center.
Yeah. Well, and I bring it on myself. I put bird feeders out in the winter, right? And so I got birds coming around. I got hummingbirds over there, and I got cardinals over there.
And whatever they drop on the ground, the guys that crawl eat.
Yeah. Oh, and I've got a little barn that I park my tractor in over the winter, right? And I plug it in. I've got a solar panel on the back of the barn. It's it's a little wee tiny one, like like that big. And I plug the tractor in so that it's on trickle charge all winter, right?
Right.
So I get the tractor out, and the damn thing is smoking like there's no tomorrow. There's smoke coming out of it. I tell you, you couldn't see across the yard. I take it in. Okay, yeah, well, it's going to be a carburetor problem, and we'll look it over. Turns out a mouse ate one of the ignition coils, because I guess ignition coils are especially tasty for mice. So it's the wildlife, eh? So now I got to put mouse traps out, and so yeah. Oh my God, it's just one thing after another,
So he didn't eat the bird feed; he ate the
ignition coil. Yeah. So anyway, you were down in Florida recently at that South Florida drone meetup. How'd that go? That was
a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I didn't get much sleep, but we had a lot of fun.
Well, that's what it's all about. And you've got coming up the Rhode Island drone meetup too. Eh? When is that? Yeah,
Rhode Island. It's supposed to be July 30th, I believe. Yeah,
July 30th. I'm writing that down. Not like I'm going to go, but you just never know. If the opportunity.
Well,
you've been with Ken a couple times at Atlantic City too, right?
Yeah, I was there with him. What was that? The last couple of years he was down there.
Yeah, he goes down on
Christmas.
Yeah,
the day after Christmas.
Yeah. That's what we call Boxing Day in this country. Yeah, so
Boxing.
Yeah. Now, you guys set up some meetups too, don't you?
Well, every now and then. Here in New York, guys have meetups all the time.
Yeah.
Every week there's something going on. And many different locations sometimes. And we have one of the largest Facebook groups here. NYC 5 borough drone meetups.
Oh yeah.
It's like one of the largest drone groups on Facebook. There's well over 1,000 guys in that group.
Wow.
Wow, that's good.
And sometimes we have meetups here. There's like 20, 30 people.
No kidding.
So,
We have a meetup. We have a meetup coming this Saturday,
Okay.
and as far as I can tell, we have 3 people going.
Okay. That's a meetup.
Two of them are on the screen right now, and the other one's in the chat. So
That's a meetup. I mean, I've gone to meetups with one other person, and we flew all our batteries. We actually charged up and went back to fly some more. Nobody's there. We out here. We got more sky for ourselves.
well, yeah, we put it on a Facebook group, and I had some people express interest, but nobody got back to me, so I don't know, how many people are coming.
Like 10 people show up.
Oh, that'll be all right, But we're not really organizing anything. We don't have a barbecue or food or anything like that.
Well, you don't really have to. A lot of times, most of our meetups, we don't do that. Guys might go get something to eat afterwards, but it's just a bunch of guys meeting up to fly their drones because they just love to fly.
Yeah, I'm really glad you're not giving my car away again, Gary.
Yeah, I was going to give.
Oh, you were giving away the car?
Yeah, well, we thought we'd have like a prize table or a drawing, and I offered Jim's car. I didn't tell him, but
so I went and got a detail just in case.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's no longer first prize?
No, there's no prizes. If you want to win a prize, you got to bring a prize. So, it's not like a draw. It's more like an exchange.
Oh.
I see you've got 2 Phantoms there behind you. What's the story there? You fly both of them, or?
Well, every now and then I bring them out the garage and take them around the block. It's like having a vintage automobile that you keep. You know what I mean? And I still think the cameras are very good on them. Yeah. It's one is the regular Phantom 4 Pro, and the other one is the V2.
Yeah.
But they both work.
Yeah, that's good. What are you flying now then, mostly?
Well, for a long time, or for almost a year, I was flying the Air 2S a lot.
Yeah.
And now that the Maverick 3 is out, I bring both of them out, but most of the time I'll just grab the Maverick 3 because it's the best camera. So I grab the one that's got the best camera.
Yeah, I'm flying the Air 2S until it pays for itself, and then I'll fly.
I love the Air 2S.
Yeah, it's a fabulous drone, and I just got a new iPad Mini, so it'll hopefully it'll fly better with that. We'll check that out on Sunday because it's going to be warm, and if it overheats, I'll take it back to Best Buy. And
did you try it out?
Yeah, I tried it out. It's a lot better than using my phone. The Fly app was absolutely killing my phone. I hate the Fly app, and I was seriously thinking
you get a lot of latency,
breakup, just nonsense, and it was taking up so much room on my phone that my phone wasn't working anymore.
Right. Okay.
And I couldn't get it to update flight records, which were required to keep in Canada. You have to keep flight records, right? And so, if anybody asks, were you flying on that day? I said, well, look at my flight record. It says I haven't flown this damn thing in 8 months, So, it was a blessing and a curse, but now it seems to be working okay with the iPad.
Okay.
As far as flight records.
Well, a lot of guys are getting the triple tech.
Yeah. And
I checked it out, but I had the smart controller, and then they came out with the RC Pro for the Maverick 3, and I was like, I'm not going to use it.
Yeah. And I don't know. I looked at buying the RC Pro, but it was about $600 more than buying an iPad. And I can use the iPad for other stuff, I guess. And I'm not at all familiar with the Android system, so for me the iPad was the way to go. I mean, I use an iPhone, iMac, everything.
Yeah. See, you're not a team player, huh?
I'm Team Apple. I'm too.
I.
Yeah, there is no I in team, but there is in vacation. So,
but there's an M and an E.
Yeah. There's an M and an E in a team. Yeah. Okay. Anyway. Yeah. So we talked about drone meetups and TNL. Oh, Minefield. Did you go to Minefield?
No, I didn't get to go to Minefield.
Yeah,
see, the thing with me is that I don't see a lot of I'm just the busiest man in the world sometimes, it seems like, because I also coach high school football.
Yeah.
So like now spring ball is starting. So I'm usually at this time would usually be doing that. So
yeah, so you're quite involved, and you're an electrician too, aren't you? You still work?
I'm an electrician, but due to circumstances beyond my control, somebody ran me over, and I am no longer on the job.
Okay, that was your foot injury, your heel?
Yeah, that, and I had I had surgery on both of my knees and the ankle twice.
Wow.
So I'm done.
Yeah. So you're so you've got a little leisure time, but that's what I find. I retired. God, I don't know how many years ago. How many years ago I've been retired?
There's no climbing. There's no climbing involved in flying a drone. There's no having to, squat down and lift heavy material and stuff like that. No more of that. There's none of that involved in flying a drone. I can even do it from a chair.
Yeah. But you know what? You probably find now you can't remember how you found time to work. That's what my situation is. I'm busy all the time.
That's because you replaced all of that time you spent working doing something else now.
Yeah, doing something that you enjoy doing. I didn't mind my work, but I did. Yeah, I minded it a lot, But and you fly 107 too. Do you do any commercial work or just do it for fun?
Mostly for fun. I've done a couple of things, but nothing serious.
Yeah. I was thinking of getting into the boat business where I could maybe go down to the marina and if somebody had a boat for sale, do that like a real estate video. That
would be nice.
On the water kind of video for selling boats.
What's funny about that? The guy buying the boat might want to see what it looks like underneath.
Oh yeah, I might have to get an underwater drone, eh?
Yeah.
Maybe that could pay for itself.
The guy selling it might not want those pictures, but the guy buying it might want.
I've got a boat in my yard that I haven't had in the water in 3 years. I've been too busy.
How big is it?
It's a 14-foot 1975 Sturry with a 50 horse Merc.
Okay.
So it's a little.
I'm thinking about the size of it, and
it's just a little sport runabout thing, full deck on the front, none of this bow rider nonsense, the windshield and the top and, all of that. But it's fun when we get it out. It's just that, you gotta prep the thing, you gotta clean it, you gotta get the cover off it, clean it, charge the batteries so that it'll start, run it in the yard before you trailer it down to the lake, and but we got Great Lakes here. We live on the Great Lakes.
Right.
We got Lake Ontario and Lake Erie all within a half an hour. So, we could do that. But, the boat with the trailer is a lot more hauling around in that bag with the drone and stuff, right? And I was involved with the motorcycle so much that, I'd be on, if I wasn't on flying a drone, I'd be out on the bike.
Okay.
And this year the bike is going. So, yeah, I'm just too old.
Too old.
Too old. Yeah. Yeah.
You say
Speaking
so.
about bike, Gary, tomorrow, the Friday the 13th, everybody heads down to the Port Dover. There's a NOTAM, so there's no flying allowed in Port Dover tomorrow.
Yeah, it's always that way. I might go down to Boston. Boston is on the way to Port Dover.
Yeah.
And I might go down there and park at the church and get all the bikers going by on the way in. So I'll be well outside the NOTAM, but so we'll see how that goes,
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We got a pile of people in the chat that I haven't recognized.
A lot of people
being in there. We got Sunrise Water Media. Chris is here. Bill from Coast to Coast Drones. Warren from Akurasho. D&D Aerials. DWAP UAV. DWAP UAVP. Won our draw last week for the stickers. And I sent the stickers to Ireland, and I sent Fisheye sticker, and I had extras of Flying Flint Media, so he gets a couple of bonuses in there too. So
you got a few people in the chat.
Stephen Drones, Mike B, aka the Drone Ranger, D&D Aerial Views, Key Largo dude. Oh, hey, how come he's not got a blue wrench?
Yeah.
You get a blue wrench. There you go. And Jim's droning. He's one of our participants in the upcoming drone meet. Jody from Drone Shots and Flying Flynn Media is in the chat somewhere there. We had one that we haven't seen in like forever. Was I can't even go back that far. Do you remember Aerial Visions UK? Steve was here, but he's transitioned into a gaming channel, and but he was here. Jackrabbit FPV, Jackrabbit with our poster. You can see one of our faces on the poster is in color. We have Herman's picture in color on the poster this week, and then at the end of it, that comes down and hold on, I'll take it down now. Hang on. That comes down and there's Herman larger than life.
So you're filling in all of the pictures.
Yeah. So I'm
right.
filling in all the pictures, and everybody gets a little sticker that points at them. And I've got 30 on there now, and I've got 50 to go. So it's like trade them and collect them, right?
Yeah, got them, need them.
Got them, need them, got them.
It kind of wants to look like the police. When the police have the board and the lot, and they're looking at all of the suspects. And
yeah. Did we mention Keith at D&D Aerials and Maddie and Uncle Bill?
Oh, I haven't got anybody.
Oh,
that's the co-host's job, Jim.
Everybody's here. There you go.
What am I paying for?
I don't know.
Oh, God. I give them 100% of the revenue, which is nothing.
100%.
100% of nothing, still nothing, right?
Yeah.
We're
Pretty much.
Yeah, I'm like you, Herman. I don't do the panhandling on online. I don't ask for money and I don't get any. So,
well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess if people want to give, I guess that.
Yeah, I guess, but yeah. Anyway,
I'm just having a good time.
Jim's assets look frozen.
What happened?
No, I'm just reading.
Oh, okay. Oh man.
I was looking for a different banner, but you must have taken it down.
What banner were you looking for?
Well, the stickers. Is it time to pick a number?
Oh yeah, let's do that. Okay. In the private chat, there's a number between 1 and 50. So if you guess the right number between 1 and 50 in the chat, you will win.
Gary's car.
No. Stickers. I got stickers. These are second edition stickers with the little YouTube logo right there. You know.
Now,
So
you put this number in the private chat, you said?
yeah. So well, we're getting close. Not quite there yet. 49 and a half, isn't it? Sunrise Water Media wants my car. He found out it's a hybrid that only uses half the gas of my Jeep.
Yeah.
God, that thing is wonderful.
I went and got gas yesterday. It cost me $80. And the car ahead of me was a big Tahoe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When I finished and I drove through, I looked, he only got $75 worth. And his car's twice the size of mine.
But it was only half as empty.
Yeah, probably.
Because I noticed out here that the tanks, the pump shut off at $75.
Really?
Really?
Yeah. Around here they do. And I need at least $100 to fill my tank.
Wow. Jeez. Yeah, I'm around.
Yeah, that's what they're doing nowadays. The price of
Our gas was $1.99.9 for a liter.
Yeah, so that's like a quart of gas for $2.
Well, I can't use regular. I have to use the
High octane.
yeah, I got to use the super.
What are you driving, a Ferrari?
No, Escalade.
Oh, nice.
I've tried the regular in it, and I was like, oh, okay, this is not driving properly.
Liter what? Holy cow, you guys are just nowhere.
How? Why can't they get like?
Yeah, 50 numbers and they haven't hit one of the one.
No,
There it is.
There it is.
Uh,
Jody.
again.
Jody's already got stickers.
Ding, 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 ding.
All right. Well, Jody, we'll send you more stickers. I've already got your address.
Okay, stop saying pick me.
Jody wins. Good stuff. All right.
Pick me.
Well, you see, this is the crazy part of it. This is the crazy part of it, Herman. When you have when you have this kind of participation in the chat, that triggers the algorithm. They think you're popular.
Oh, that's what it is.
That's how you get engagement.
I got you.
So yeah, so it costs $1.30 to
So you
send.
said I should get some stickers.
Yeah, get some stickers or give away something. I mean, what else have I got that I can give away? I'm not giving away my car. That's a new one. So oh man. Give them to Susan
Jody
Lee.
says,
Okay.
What other drone you got there you can give away?
yeah.
No. They're not getting my drones. Susan Lee, send me your address. Hold on. Where's my thing with my I've got a banner.
There it is.
Oh, there. g.foster@silomail.com. If you want to be a guest, you can, and you can get your picture on the wall of fame too, and there's Art from Artco Drone Solutions. Susan Lee, shoot me an email and I'll get stickers in the mail to you. So there you go. Thanks, Jody. Thanks for sharing. See, kindness is free. Give it freely.
So for Saturday, are we shooting for what, noon for that meetup then, Gary?
Well, I figured I'd be there around 10. You know,
You're gonna go early?
well, yeah, I'm going to get up before noon.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh, and that's a Saturday too, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Lauren still wants my car.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I should be able to fly by noon.
Okay.
Oh,
So we're gonna meet down there at noon?
Yeah, let's do that. I'll go down for 10, but I won't fly till noon. See, we have in
You're going
Canada.
early.
Yeah, in Canada, it's 12 hours bottle to throttle, and I usually drink till midnight on Friday. So,
they won't know.
I'll put it up again, Susan.
they don't know a damn thing. No. And it's 12 hours bottle to throttle. Now, how, like,
12 hours?
Yeah, it's 8 hours in the States, right?
Uh-huh.
Now,
Depends.
up here, weed is legal, right? How long after you smoke weed before you can fly your drone?
We're in Canada?
Yeah.
I don't know what, 24 hours, 48 hours?
28 days.
28 days? Then some guys would never be able to put the drone up.
But never.
They can't go 28 days. So basically,
You know what?
they don't expect anybody that smokes to fly.
We have 5 times more weed stores than liquor stores here. There's a marijuana shop on every corner.
See, it's all funny too, because a lot of guys I hear, most places you go now, everybody smokes.
Yeah.
But here in the United States, a lot of states have laws that made it legal, but the federal government still says no. So they're the ones that's giving you the your Part 107. So if you ever get convicted of anything,
You're not getting anywhere.
well, they could revoke it for at least a year, a minimum of a year, they say.
Wow.
So
Wow. Yeah. I don't know. But
you don't want to get caught up in that.
you would think that with Canada being legal coast to coast, everybody be stoned all the time, but that's not really the case. You'll go places and you'll
America, it will be.
You'll smell it in the air. You'll smell it in the air, and people are. I don't know. They seem to be well behaved. Well, wouldn't you say, Jim?
Nah, whatever. I don't know. I avoid them. I have no time for that crap.
No politics, no religion, no racism. Here we go. Okay.
I got no time for that.
I'm old now, so I've grown out of all that stuff. Right?
I'm a pill popper anyway. So there you go.
Well, cheap drugs in Canada, right?
Yeah, well, healthcare is wonderful.
Well, yeah. There's something to be
Wouldn't
said.
it be nice?
Did I put up the drone meetup thing? No, here we go.
No, I just put your email address up there.
Your meetup for this weekend?
Yeah, May the 14th, 2022 at Spencer Smith Park in Burlington, Ontario. I don't know what
How's the weather?
I don't know what. Oh, the weather looks great. It's 21 and sunny.
No.
What?
50% chance it's going to rain.
Well, that's 50% chance it won't.
Well, at least it's not going to snow.
I never thought of that, Gary. Is that how that works?
Yeah, hold on. Where's my
It's called 50-50 chance.
UAV forecast?
Oh, it's down to 19%.
UAV, UAV forecast. UAV forecast for Saturday is good to fly, 0% possibilities precipitation, 34% cloud cover, 26 kilometer an hour wind. That's how much is 26 kilometers in miles an hour?
Divided by 1.6. I don't know. I know how to do it. I just don't know what it is.
15 miles an hour, I guess.
There you go.
Okay, so you're good.
Out of the east, so it'll be an onshore.
Is it all
breeze.
day?
Well, no, that's for 6 o'clock at night. What's it say for noon? For noon, it's 30 kilometers an hour. So 30 times 1 divided by 1 point. 20-mile-an-hour wind offshore from the east.
Mm.
So it'll blow your drone back into shore. So it's good.
Yep.
KP index is only 2, 18 satellites, 16 kilometer an hour visibility.
Brant Arios, your local meteorologist.
There we go. Good to fly.
Yeah. All right.
So there you go.
Hello,
So
Steve.
Fine. The
Good to
drone
go.
blow back into shore.
And Steve Carpenter is here. Steve is going to come all the way from California to our drone meetup in Burlington. He'll be the 4th person registered.
Is he?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was just trying to play the shame game.
That's what's going on. He's going to come all the way from California. That's nice.
Yeah, that'd be good. And we'll go to, if he comes here, we'll go there.
Careful. I don't know.
Oh, well, I don't know. But
Well,
I'm registered for the South Florida drone meetup next April. I'm registrant number 31, so we're planning on that trip already.
Hold on a second. 31 people already committed to it?
No, I'm 13.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So haven't made the hotel reservation yet, and we're gonna drive the hybrid down. So we'll make a week of it.
You're gonna drive down.
Yeah.
From Canada down there will be a week or so of it.
No, I can make it in 2 days. We drove it once nonstop, and I went when I was in high school.
Mm-hmm.
When I was in high school, I drove down. There was 4 guys and a Beetle, and we drove down and back in a long weekend. Went to Daytona, put our foot in the water, and drove home. Didn't miss any school.
4 guys in the Beetle.
Yep, 4 guys in a Volkswagen Beetle, 1966 Volkswagen Beetle, just down there and all the way back. Yeah, no stopping.
I would have wanted to drive the whole way. I would not have wanted to sit in the back.
Oh yeah, no, not a. You know what? When you're young, you can do those kinds of things. I wouldn't want to sit in the back seat of a Beetle from here to town.
By the time
I've never
I
sat
got
in
to
the back.
Florida, I would not be able to get out.
My wife and I drove at one time from here to Lakeland, Florida, in a Suzuki Sidekick. Do you remember the Suzuki Sidekick? It was a Chevy Tracker. We did that in 24 hours.
Mm-hmm.
One way. It was switch drivers all the way down. We had a deal where you drive until it needed gas, then you pull over and switch drivers. Well, then it became
that's how we did it down to Miami.
Yeah, then it became like half a tank. I'm too tired now. So we were driving a half a tank at a time instead of a tank at a time. But no, that was 24 hours to Florida, so that wasn't bad, and I've driven it back twice, a day 2 days down and 2 days back. So
That's
if I can
4 days.
if I can make it down to Tennessee, then I can make Florida the next day, right? And then coming back from Florida, if I make it to Tennessee, I can make it home the next day. So, it's a 2-day trip. So, we'll go with that. And that's when I was driving.
So it's a 4-day. It's a 4-day driving.
Yeah, 4 days of driving. Well, the one time I went down, I was picking stuff up from my dad's place.
And then meet up.
I flew down there. I picked up his car, loaded up his car with stuff, and then drove it back. I was crossing the border at Detroit, and the Guy says, "Where you been?" I said, "Florida." He said, "When did you leave?" I said, "Day before yesterday." He said, "You drove to Florida and back in 2 days?" I said, "No, I took 2 days to drive back. I flew down." But they see you in a car, they figure you drove both ways. So no, I just went down to pick up the car. But yeah, coming back through Detroit. There you go. Anyway, what haven't we covered, Lawrence? What else do we want to know? Okay, we got to make sure that everybody in the chat knows.
Herman.
What did I say?
Yeah, that's
You
me.
said Lawrence.
No, I didn't.
You did.
Yeah, you did.
Okay. We have to watch. We have to make sure everybody in the chat knows that Herman's show of those guys is on Wednesday. And Lawrence of those guys is the other
It's
day.
on Sunday.
Okay, we'll tell them it's Sunday. Then.
On Sunday.
We got to make sure they watch your show, Herman. Lawrence.
Yeah, my show is on Wednesday night, 5 p.m. Eastern.
But I knew which night you were on, didn't I? Right? Slip of the tongue. It's like Jerry Lewis and Dean Martin, right? You guys are a team. And now who else are those guys besides you and Lawrence? Is it just you and Lawrence are those guys, or do you have a?
Well, it's funny. It's funny you ask. It's mainly just me and Lawrence because I'll tell you what happened. There was a time where we were referred to as, those guys. So we just picked it up and ran with it. We were referred to as those guys. So we just took it and ran with it. And that's what we've created.
Okay, because I've also seen like Tom was on there. Tom was a regular for a while with you guys.
Yes, Tom was a regular on there at one time, and then things happen, and I guess he's not there anymore. And he moved and everything like that. So
it's kind of hard.
He
to
moved
be
out west.
Yeah, Arizona, and we used to see.
Well, no, he's out in Nevada.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
he's out in Nevada. Everybody mixes Nevada and Arizona up for some reason when they don't live out that way.
It's like mixing up Herman. It's like mixing up Herman and Lawrence. It's Sorry,
I need him to quit.
Yeah, Lawrence fired him, and we used to see Stevie Bronx on there all the time. But
Stevie. People.
Yeah.
We had a lot of people on the show. I mean, however it feels at the time. If guys want to come on, I mean, if we want, guys to come on the show, we'll invite someone on the show. I mean, a lot of times we just want to give the stories the way they are. We talk. I mean, when we had Tom on there, we had a lot of what we call expert commentary because Tom was actually in the field with the New York Fire Department. So he was able. Tom was first responder. Public safety.
Yeah.
So we had expert commentary from Tom, and a lot of the the stories that we cover, he had firsthand information on those subjects. Mm-hmm. So that's what made that good. Stevie was just he came through as one of the guys, New York pilots. So we were all friends. We all know each other. So I mean, at any time it could be anyone.
Yeah.
We had Ryan on when he came on a few times. Mr. LaTourette.
Right.
He was on a few times with us. When they had the incident with the gentleman out in Louisiana. Yeah. With the police officer that lived next door or something like that, and the guy had the big case and raised money on a GoFundMe for him and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then it was I believe there was the case in Michigan. He came on and talked about with us.
Yeah. Well, he's on Ken's show tonight too, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, LaTourette's on Ken's show tonight. Susan Lee. Susan Lee wants my email address. It's there in the comments, but it is also on my about page. So if you just
Susan Lee.
yeah, she won the stickers tonight.
Oh, okay.
Well, she didn't win them. She had them given to her. She had them gifted. So
I got you.
yeah. So there was something else I was going to ask you about, but I didn't write it down. And I have terrible notes. You know, I write stuff down on a bookmark. You know.
How crowded is your bookmark getting?
Not very, and I keep crossing stuff out. Drone meetups, yeah. Minefield, we talked about that. Red Mug, SFDM, yep, we're good. Yep, they did that. Jody wins. Susan Lee gets it. You know, and
Okay, well that's all, folks.
yeah, yeah. I guess we're pretty much. Let me just put that up there and pause that, and we'll go to there and
cut and paste here.
Cut and paste there. You see, here's my thing. You know, at my advanced age, you know, this technology is a little steep for me. So I have a hard time figuring out how to run the intro and the outro.
I got you. Well, just don't touch nothing.
Well, yeah. I should just turn this over to my co-host, right?
What does he know?
Yeah. What's he know?
He doesn't know.
It's the blind helping the blind. Yes, Lawrence, you can have his car if you can guess his bank PIN number and his social security number.
Uh-oh.
We don't have social security numbers. We have social insurance numbers.
Our SIN numbers, yes.
We've been hanging out with those Americans too long.
Yeah, SIN.
So how does that work?
Everybody's got a 9-digit number.
Uh-huh.
So
what's
you
the
have
difference?
a social security number.
Mhm.
We have a social insurance number.
Yeah. Where are we going to be in the park? It looks big, Wayne B says. Wayne B's coming.
Wayne B.
Okay.
Wayne G wasn't coming. Could you imagine
Okay.
that?
There's a big fountain in the park. We'll be by the fountain. How's
Getting
that?
people.
What if there's not a fountain?
There is.
Okay, well, I've never been there. So where are you going to be?
By the
I
fountain.
know you like that.
We'll be by the fountain. Look for a blue Toyota. What is it?
I've got personalized plates. You won't miss me.
What's it say?
Yeah.
Bosch?
The Bosch.
The Bosch? So
Yep.
look for the Bosch in the parking lot.
So you got the blue car is the one you're giving away?
No.
A dinky toy around here somewhere.
The blue.
Whoever
The
wins
blue-
the car's got to give him a ride home.
Yeah, please.
And I'm moving to Newfoundland. I see Bill from Newfound Drone Productions is in the chat. He posted a video today of a trip in Newfoundland in a dory, and I looked at that and I thought, oh God! So I went to the website of the people that gave him the tour, and I got to go on that tour now. So that adds a day more to my holiday. So I might have to move to Newfoundland. There's just so much to see there. And we've only booked like 10 days, and 2 of those have to be in Nova Scotia. So
When you leaving?
November.
Oh.
June.
You don't want to be down there in November.
June 19th. There's a football game on the 18th. 19th is Father's Day, and we fly that day. So
All right.
we can't miss our season's tickets. So I had to book my vacation or my vacation. I'm always on vacation. I had to book my trip around the Hamilton Tiger Cats home games. So
What a fan.
what a fan. God, yeah. Well, you know, if you got season's tickets, you got to use them, right?
Yeah, well, yeah. There's only 8 of them.
Any final words for us, Coach Green?
Well, I guess we'll be on. You'll find me on Sunday on Novice Quads, and then I'll be back again on Wednesday. At 5
Next
p.m.
time on Phantom Flight 101. That's what we say, right?
No, not quite.
We'll see you next time on Phantom Flight 101.
No, not quite it.
No, I haven't got it yet. No,
That's not it.
Okay. Anyway.
And I'll see you next time. Flight 101.
Right on. Okay. I can't do that. Oh, man. Anyway, thank you so much for coming on. If you want to stick around after this thing that I'm trying to figure out, Jim and I hang around for a few minutes and we talk
try
about
to
nothing.
figure out how to do the
do the thing.
Does that sandpaper actually work?
What? It could if you use enough sandpaper and glue.
Shake on the sand. The sprinkles don't help.
But they're
Anyway,
free.
Thanks so much, guys.
Thanks, Herman.
We'll see you shortly. Okay, let me see if I can get this to work.
Good luck.
There we go. Okay. Thanks, everybody, for coming.
No. Special thanks to everybody that stuck around to the end of the show of the hour before TNL, all 2,417 of you.